All right. Test, test, test. I think we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. As I wait for you guys all to file in. Welcome to the stream, guys. We are back out here. We took a little bit of a week hiatus. We're all over the headlines last week. But we're here again. We survived cancellation. So, you know, apparently people don't like World War II history, so that's fine. But we're here now. All right, I can see us on Myron Gaines X. Oh, and guys, if you want to super chat, basically you can Rumble Rant in, MyronGainesX.com or FNFSuperchat.com. Any of them. Rumble or locals. Yeah. Yeah, we're live on every platform, guys, pretty much. Are we on OSS too? All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And either way, I'll probably do a broadcast after this. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so we're live on all platforms, guys. I'll probably be live on, thank you. So, man. We'll probably be live on OSS after this then, guys. Do a little breakdown all this and break down everything. But anyway, we're out here, guys. It's a Friday night in Miami, Florida. We're right here in beautiful Brickell having discussions. The topic here is bring back slut shaming. That is the topic for tonight. But as always, we could talk about anything. We could talk about, you know, feminism, you know, the rise of female promiscuity. We could talk about, you know, the Me Too lies. We could talk about Israel, Palestine, you know, geopolitical affairs, how we need to stop giving aid to Israel. Whatever people want to chat about, we can. But yeah, guys, I see a lot of you guys waiting here. If anyone wants to come up to the mic and say what's up, feel free. Don't be scared. We don't bite. You give your take. You agree, disagree. Okay. Why women deserve less. Book in stores. I'm not kidding around. It really is in stores. Bestseller on Amazon. Changing my mind. What else? I might as well. What other housekeeping I'm thinking? Oh. What was that? No, we can't. No, I mean, I don't even, if I said repeal the 19th, yeah. I mean, I also don't think women should be voting either. Repeal the 19th Amendment. But there's a bunch of reasons for that. I mean, there are some situations. There's like really one situation I can think of where they can vote. But I would say in general, and it's not just women, even a lot of men, I would tell them you shouldn't be able to vote, right? Because the average IQ is pretty low nowadays. People are getting dumber and dumber every day. TikTok. Wait, I believe all women is definitely a lie. Yep. So yeah, we have a lot of onlookers here, but they're terrified to come up to the mic. So all you guys agree that women deserve less, I guess? Is that you guys all agree that women deserve less? All right. Okay, we're making a change. We're making a change. All right. Yo, we're making a change. Slowly but surely, man. I'm live right now, bro. If you want to come up to the mic and say something, you can. But
Hey, brother.
Hey.
I pretty much agree with everything you say, but I just wanted to come, speak, you know, show up in the camera.
yeah.
So, yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me. But, yeah, like, because she told me to come up, like.
Well, I think it's supposed to be the other way around, man. I don't have any questions.
All right, bro. I wanna say something. I'm a graphic designer. I've worked with Sneeko.
Okay.
I made one of the posters for streams. I think you're familiar with me.
Okay.
I used to work with the group and everything. So yeah, I support what you do, bro. Like I like the podcast. I'm a big supporter.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I push the movement. So all my friends, all my circle, you know.
And how old
So
are
I
you?
appreciate all you do. 21. Yep.
Did you notice that a lot of your friends are simps at that age group? Are a lot of guys simps, or are they waking up?
Yeah, all my friends are pretty straightforward. We don't drink, we don't do drugs, we don't smoke, we don't party. We're just hustling, grinding, all day.
All right.
Yep.
All right. That's good. I have seen a rise in young men not drinking alcohol as much, which is good.
Yep.
I think alcohol is the devil. Drugs as well. I
100%.
do have I think I truly do think weed is one of the worst drugs ever, even though we decriminalize it, because it makes you stupider as a man.
It makes you slow, it makes you retarded. 100%. Yeah, I
makes
agree.
you dumber. Doesn't help. So
Yep.
yeah. Oh, we good?
All right, keep it up, bro.
All right, man. Thank you. So yeah, guys, we could talk about any topic. Right now, the sign says bring back slut shaming, but we could talk about Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, what's going on in the Middle East, why women shouldn't vote, feminism, really anything, any political topic you guys want to discuss or cultural. I also think, this could be a new one. I think racism is good. So that's another one of my positions. I think racism is good. And the reality is everybody's racist. It's just that most people are too pussy to admit it. But the reality is, if any of you were walking down the street in Opalaka and you saw a group of ninjas walking up, you'd cross the street. Go ahead. You have something? Go ahead. Hey, you don't want to, bro, the mic's open. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
I just had to say that, like, floods aren't all that bad. So I'm sorry to disagree, but open mic.
You disagree with what? You do? Why do you disagree?
I'm going to get a drink.
I guess he hasn't had enough yet. If that was, bro said I gotta go get another drink. Oh man, alcohol is the worst, man. Did any of you guys understand anything he said? He sounded like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Well, I don't think so. So, anyway. Yeah, while you guys wait, if you guys want to get involved in the show, MyronGainsX.com, FNFSuperChat.com, Rumble Rant 10. Send in your chats. We'll read them. It's only 9 o'clock, guys. A little early here in Miami, so things are going to pick up here soon. And obviously join the OSS. Link is in the description. Running a promo. OSS Army 110. Get in for only $1. Or you could get in for the year if you use JFK 911. For the year. That's the year promo code. Yeah, Mo and, well, I guess I'll be reading the Rom rants and shit like that. We need to give you a mic too. Yeah, no, we should actually. Now that I think about this. Yeah, but bro, you got the phone and shit, man. I'm just making sure Mossad doesn't come attack me. We're a little close to their headquarters. You know what I'm saying? I'm like looking around like, oh man. So. But anyway, yes, guys, bring back slut shaming. Change my mind. Bring back slut shaming. Change my mind. Okay. Women belong back in the kitchen. Instead of being on OnlyFans, they need to be in the kitchen. Stop all aid to Israel. Racism is good. If you disagree, feel free to change my mind. If not, I guess my work is done. I can retire. So yeah, we red pilled everybody. We red pilled everybody. It's good. We're red pill everybody. Yeah, guys, agree, disagree. Bring back slut shaming. Stop all aid to Israel. Feel free to come up to the microphone. Doesn't bite. Don't be shy. I think this is the earliest we've ever started. We normally don't go until like 10 or 11. So, yeah, like 10-ish, yeah. So we actually started on time for once, which is actually pretty damn good for the blacks, right? We got here on time for once. So, yeah, we are getting better. Well, the setup is very complex, so, you know. Oh, yeah, Sean is not here either. Well, speaking of Sean, August 29th, guys, I'll be at the University of South Carolina debating college kids, reminding them why they're stupid. Because college is a scam in many places. Colleges nowadays have turned into a feminist propaganda indoctrination camp, right? They push egalitarianism, they push feminism, they push this whole equality bullshit. But the reality is that men and women inherently are not equal. And in many ways, men are superior to women, in almost every way. We're going to be very honest here. So if you disagree that men are superior to women in almost every way, feel free to come to the mic and prove me wrong. As always, we got people on the side. Oh, I didn't agree. All right, come on the mic. No. It's like, bro, it's like every time. Yeah, it's right there. She's right there. She's like, oh, no, that's not true. And it's like, okay, yeah. I was terrified. Damn, bro. I got to start wearing a mask when I do this. People don't get scared. So, yeah, crowds are growing. I guess I might as well let you guys know some of my positions. So, we got somebody? Go ahead. Come on up. First brave one.
What's up, man? I just want to say I fuck with you. Like, I fuck with you for real.
I appreciate that.
That's it, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate that. Okay. All right. Make racism great again. Yeah. Welcome to debate that if you guys want. But yeah, here's my position basically, guys, on a couple different things. Number one, men are better than women at almost everything. Number two, we need to stop giving aid to Israel. Number three, racism is good. So those are my three positions. If you agree, disagree, want to have a discussion. I think feminism is one of the worst things that have ever happened to the human species. Social media has obviously influenced that as well. We went from girls in kitchens to girls sending feet pictures to random men on the internet, which is strange. So, yeah. Ladies, feel free to come on the mic. Go ahead. I see you. You guys are sitting there. Don't like what I'm saying. You feel free to come up and say where you disagree. Nobody bites. Oh, so you guys agree that men are better than women at everything? Do you agree? Oh, okay. All right. She's a misogynist just like me. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Make misogyny great again. Make women make sandwiches again. Hey, man, that's great, bro. We are out here a little early, though. I ain't gonna lie. We normally fire this thing up around 10-ish. So. We have someone on the mic? No? Scared? Yeah, yo, this is crazy, bro. Like, is it like they'll walk by and be like, oh, I disagree or whatever, and then it's like, all right, tell us why. You know, that's another thing too that I've noticed. So this is kind of, I guess, with human psychology, right? So like, there's like this wild groupthink, right? Where if I say something like, oh, well, racism isn't that bad, people say, oh, that's not true. And I'm like, okay, well, give me your position why you think it is true, why it is bad. They're like, and they can't defend their beliefs because that's the subscribe to ideology of the masses, right? And this kind of goes to, prove a point that I'm saying here where, most people are literally sheep that are not capable of doing critical thinking, right? And there's a multitude of different reasons for this. I think our education system, which is female-centric, I think the fact that the world is so civilized that men have gone soft, and, this whole political correctness society we have, which is very annoying, right? So people are scared to say things that are uncomfortable. Why is it controversial for me to say that women suck at basketball? Why is it controversial for me to say the WNBA shouldn't exist, right? Because it's not a profitable business whatsoever, but it still exists. Why? For feelings. But I'll tell you guys this: if we had a male professional league, athletic league, or the NBA, if it wasn't profitable for all these years, they would have disbanded it a long time ago. But we subsidize the WNBA. Why? For feelings, right? So that's an example where we will go against our capitalistic nature to make women feel happy, which is ridiculous, right? Who goes to WNBA games? Every big feminist that talks shit to me. Have you been at a WNBA game? No. Then shut the fuck up. All right. So, anyway, the other thing we could talk about a little bit is breaking news. Canada, the United Kingdom, and France are moving to recognize Palestine. Now, why is this a big deal? Well, it's a big deal because it effectively proves what I've been saying now for, 2 years? That Israel runs America, which by proxy means they run the world, because America runs the world and Israeli policy dictates American policy, right? They're the brains, we're the brawn, right? So we've gotten to a point now where they've been starving kids and killing kids for so long, right, that the Brits, France, and Canada are like, dude, we can't continue to support these guys. We're going to recognize a Palestinian state unless Israel reels back its military campaign. And the fact that they have to go to that length to get them to stop should tell you guys everything you need to know, right? Because they know that that's really the only thing that's going to piss off Netanyahu and the Israeli government is recognizing a Palestinian state.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
Hey, what's up?
You are. What does that mean? Bring back slut shaming. What does that mean?
It means we need to have social conventions in place to dissuade women from being promiscuous.
What's wrong with women being promiscuous?
Well, there's a lot of things that are wrong with it.
Can you tell me a few?
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, what it basically leads to is the destruction of the family unit, right? It leads women to not being happy. It leads women to down a road that isn't necessarily productive to their, long-term fulfillment in life. Because a lot of girls, we can take like women that work in sex work, for example, right?
Well, sex work is different than promiscuous. Someone wanting to get fucked is not the same thing as someone who sells their body. So I have to disagree with you on that point.
Actually, that's the definition. A woman that's a sex worker is literally the definition of being promiscuous. Her job,
a lot
her
of
job
women that
requires
do that
her
are
to be
doing it for
promiscuous.
money. They're doing it for money. They don't care.
So you think if it's for money, it changes it?
Yeah, I do. I think if a woman likes to have sex, that she should be allowed to do it. But if a woman sells her body, that's a totally different topic. Apples and oranges for me. It's a totally different thing.
No, they're pretty much the same because it has the same effect.
But that's just our opinion.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is I don't. That's a distinction without a difference, right? Like whether they're a paid sex worker or doing it for free is still problematic on both ends. Right,
okay,
and I don't think that that's conducive to a better and thriving society, to have women be basically selling their bodies. And the problem here, right, the real big problem is we all know that prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, but the problem now is we incentivize and we monetize.
People that drive loud cars like that are really insecure.
The most annoying people
they
by
want
far.
attention, but I still disagree.
We incentivize and
point.
monetize promiscuity in women. And now we have this OnlyFans culture where not only are young people want to be influencers, but young women think, oh, I don't need to go to school. I don't need to do this. I can go ahead and just sell feet pictures on the side or be a sugar baby.
But that's a small percentage of women. Most women aren't selling themselves. And you're still creating a smokescreen. A woman who likes to have sex is not the same as someone who's selling themselves, which is, again, a small percentage of the population.
I would argue that if you take sugar dating, selling feet pictures, monetizing on Instagram to a degree and, having your profile up with a Cash App in it, most attractive women, modern women, to some degree has done some kind of sex work, whether it's overtly or covertly.
Where do you get that stat? That most attractive
Well, you're never
going to
find a study like that because the
right,
study
so
board, the people that run these studies.
True.
No,
what you're saying is not true.
Here's the thing: you're not going to get studies on everything, right? Sometimes
I know, but you brought up a study and it's not true. You
I didn't bring up a study at all.
Yeah, you did. You said most women that are attractive are on OnlyFans and stuff like that.
Yes,
okay, where's the evidence to back that up?
No. Here's the thing: you're not going to get a study on something like that because that would be considered unethical.
Why would you bring it up then?
Because I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
After me talking to well over 3,500 to almost 4,000 women meeting women from all the different parts of the
I
world.
didn't hear him, sir. 3,500 to 1,000
Yes.
women?
It's 36?
And
Okay.
what percentage of the American women in the population? 125, 150 million? So
Well,
you don't even
no,
have
no.
1/10 of 1%.
No.
That you're calling
Can I
slut
finish my
shaming.
point before you, come in and, send for the girls?
I'm sorry, what? I did not hear you. Wait, when I come in and what for the girls?
Yeah, simping for the girls. If I can go ahead and finish my point.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Finish
because
your
you've
point.
interrupted me several times. Actually, you know what? Give your position and I'll respond to you. How about that?
What's that?
Go ahead and give your position and I'll respond
Okay,
to that.
so you say that the modern marriage is falling apart?
Yes.
And you think it's because of promiscuity?
It's a component.
Well, okay, let's look at the other side. What about marriage is boring? Okay, it gets to be a drag after a while. What about people as they get older, they're less attractive, and they get sick of their mate, and they want to do something exciting. Their mate gets fat, or they don't take care of their hygiene, or they're just become a boring shithead. Then what? Should you stay with them and be miserable if they won't change? That's one thing. Another thing is, too, what difference does it make if a woman sleeps with 100, 200 men, but when you get to them, let's say she's out of that phase and she doesn't want to do that anymore and she wants to get married, it's a different moment. Like, you're in a different moment. Why would that be wrong? I mean, if someone told you, you can't, not you, but a male, that you can't sleep around because society thinks it's wrong, would you say, oh, yeah, sure, let me just quit because you think so? That's not right.
Okay,
And this is,
so
I think, just to get like a rise out of people. I don't think.
Okay.
It's like
So,
most
all right,
men,
let's,
do most men feel that when sluts if they want to sleep around, and you have the guts to answer, or you just want to be quiet. That's what I thought.
no.
Okay.
So it's actually interesting because what you're
What's
doing
wrong with a
right
man
now,
being a slut?
right? What you're
Okay.
doing right now, right,
What's that?
is precisely what I'm critical of. You are reinforcing bad female behavior.
Why is
Yeah,
that bad
yeah.
female behavior? They get up in the morning, right, and they want to have sex.
Let's
and
address some
what
of the
you
points
do?
that
Just
you
sit in
made
the bed
before.
and
All right,
just
let's address
hope
some of the
that
points you made before.
Mr. Right comes along.
So first you made a claim, because you made a couple of different claims. I kind of want to go one by one here.
Okay.
So first you said they're bored in their relationship. Who are we talking about?
50% of American women who get divorced, they're bored in their relationship.
Okay.
They're sick of the same guy every day, the same stupid stories, the same fuck.
Okay.
They're sick of them. They want to move on.
So do you think it's justified to end a relationship because you're bored, or end a
No,
marriage?
I think what you
on a
do is
marriage?
give your mate an opportunity, and you tell him, "Listen, I'm not happy with you. You're boring. You don't cut the hairs out of your nose. We just sit around doing the same stupid shit every day. Let's do something different." And the mate won't change. Then yeah, you have the right to leave them. Or if you're not turned on by them anymore, let's say you're just sick of them. Why
Okay.
shouldn't you be able to move on if you give them an opportunity to change and they won't change?
Okay, so you're putting the blame on the men for why the women leave and
No,
get
no, no,
bored.
no. I'm putting the blame on both. It's a two-way street. The divorce is 50%.
It actually isn't. Women initiate about 80% of the divorces.
It's
so
actually 67%.
no,
But
it's
no, it's not.
between
I'm
70
a
and 80%.
paralegal. I work in that department.
Well, you're not a lawyer. Literally,
No.
it's literally between 70 to 80% of divorces are
Where'd you
initiated
get those stats?
by women. Bro, there's literally statistics on divorces.
I know,
all
and I've
across the
read them.
country.
I'm asking
and
you.
even if we do, even if we use your number of 67%, it's still the majority that women that end the relationships. Men typically don't end relationships or marriages.
I
It's
agree
women-
with you. The
it's women
majority
that
of
do.
divorces are
So-
because of women, because they're sick of it.
And then
Men-
the other thing too, your justification for ending it being boredom. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's a worthy reason to back out on the agreement you guys made before God. So
people back out of agreements all the time.
Yeah,
You were just talking
well-
about nations and doing things. Okay, people change their mind all the time.
Marriage is supposed to be a religious bond between two people becoming one. If you listen to most religions, like especially within Christianity, they don't accept divorce. So again,
But Jesus
I
said it
think-
was okay to divorce.
I think
Jesus said in the Bible it's
Hold on,
okay to
man, hold on.
divorce.
the thing I'm trying to tell you is being bored is not a justification for women to break marriages and disrupt families, because we live in a society that reinforces bad female behavior, where we tell women you should be happy no matter what, fuck your obligations and your duty with marriage. And the thing is that women want to get married, but they don't want to be wives. That's the problem.
No,
and,
half do.
And we've
half
removed,
do want to be wise and half don't.
We've removed all the institutions that used to keep women in place and keep them modest. Because now, kind of like you're doing now, we encourage women to be hoes. And I
I'm
think
not
that's a
encouraging
problem.
anyone to do anything. What I'm saying is, if a woman wants to have sex with a lot of guys,
Yes, you're
she has that
enabling.
right to do it. And
You're
if a girl
you're
doesn't
enabling
want
it.
to, she values a
And we should
relationship
not-
more,
and
she
my-
should be able to
And
do it.
my point is, we should not be doing that.
Why not?
we
Who's
should
getting
not be
hurt?
doing that.
What's the damage?
No, we should not be doing that.
Why are women getting divorced? Because their wives are promiscuous? No, they're getting
Feminism-
divorced because they're sick of each other.
Promiscuity within feminism is the reason why the nuclear family has been tarnished, and the degradation of the nuclear family destroys the society. So it's a
No, it's-
domino effect.
people
Like
are-
for you control pill, no fault divorce, etc. All
but
of
that
these
did a lot of
different-
evolution, did a lot of good. People were having a good, enjoying life. Then they went, it's like the pendulum swings both ways.
I disagree with that because, like I said before, women nowadays don't have much to show for it. Why is it that despite the fact that they've made more money, more rights than ever before, more privilege, why are they still depressed? Why are they still sad? Why are women taking
Who said they're
anti-anxiety
depressed?
medication? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Despite the fact that they have the most liberty ever, depression rates have went up. Using self-medication to, drown out their pain has went up. So
More so
like-
for men. More men are depressed than women. More men commit suicide
actually,
than women.
yes, but
Another insecure little bitch.
Yes,
wants
yes,
attention.
but-
Go ahead.
yes, but the point I'm trying to make here is that women get more prescription drugs to help with their sadness,
No, no.
right? And a
Oh,
lot of
that's
that
right.
comes-
Okay, you know
Yeah.
why that is? Because women have the guts, if they need help, to go get it. A man will rot in the street. He's too tough to go take some medicine. They will not get therapy. A woman will get therapy before a man and a medicine before men.
Yeah,
How many
but-
guys try to tough
yeah,
shit
yeah,
out?
That's cool. That's cool. That's not my point that they're getting the therapy. I'm analyzing why they get the therapy. And again, despite the fact that they have all the benefits of equality and they're still able to double dip and get the benefits of being a woman, they're still reporting lower levels of life satisfaction.
Did you
That's
say
the reality.
double dip to get
Lower
the
le-
advantages of being a woman?
Yes.
Did you know that 57%
double
of
dip.
all doctors now are women? Women are skyrocketing
That-
in AI
that
and the
proves my point.
intelligence agencies.
Wait,
Who says they're not happy?
You gotta listen to me, man.
I am listening.
Because when I say double dip, what I mean by that is, on one end, they could pursue a career and behave like a man. Fine. But on the other hand, they could say, you know what? I elect to leave the workforce and I want to be a stay-at-home mom. They have the choice to do either or.
No, there's a
So they're
third
able-
option.
so-
Work and take care of the kids and still be happy.
Fantastic. So they have three options, which what I'm trying to explain here is despite having all these options, they're still using medication. They're still having higher levels of life dissatisfaction. So that's my point is that despite the progression socially, they're still reporting high levels of dissatisfaction. That's
Right,
my point.
but you do know
And
that
then-
20% of women have
and-
been
and I
molested
guess-
as children, right?
and I guess
so
we could
maybe
be at
there's
an
another
impasse here.
reason besides
'Cause
divorce or promiscuity.
You're thinking them being bored as a justification. That's fine. I disagree with that.
I'm
and
just
then-
saying it
and
seems
then you mentioned-
narrow-minded and mean. Like, I
and
don't
then-
care what anyone does unless it's like really horrible. I'm not going to put a sign up here and call them a slut, you know?
Okay. And then you also mentioned something about the hoe phase for women, right?
I didn't say
why-
anything about hoe phase. I said if
you-
they're going through a phase where they
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
you
sleep
said, why is
around.
it wrong?
You called it a hoe
Yeah,
phase.
no,
I
yeah.
did not call it a hoe
Well,
phase.
you said if they go through
No,
a phase
I
where
said if they're going through a phase, they want to sleep around. What's wrong with that? If
That's-
they change
that's
one
called
day
a hoe phase.
and they want a relationship.
that's defined as a hoe phase.
Not,
So,
not to me. It means having a good time and enjoy life. You call it a hoe. I call it having a good time.
You-
You know,
okay,
just
you-
like men.
okay.
It's a two-way street. The man fucks the woman, right?
Yeah.
So the men, why aren't the men? If you call a man
Okay.
a slut, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's
For,
not.
for intensive purposes, so people understand, you're okay with women having a hoe phase. Fine.
No, I'm okay with women sleeping with who they want as long as no one's getting hurt, no one's getting a disease, they're not getting paid for it. It's okay for me. I don't care.
Progressives refuse to use the English language directly. That's fine.
What's that?
You don't like the term. That's fine. I'm gonna call it a
don't.
hoe phase because that's what it is. Where
I
a
have two
woman
daughters. I
has
don't
a
like
period
to
of
call them
time.
hoes. Yeah.
Look, man, if we're gonna have a conversation, we don't have to be on some moral, virtue signaling stuff. You don't want to use that
virtue
term. That's
signal.
fine.
It's my
I'll-
opinion.
I'll
I
use
just
the
told
term.
you have two daughters. It's
that's
not
fine.
virtue signal.
I'll use the term then. You're making the argument that what's so wrong with a woman going through a hoe phase? The problem with that is when a woman has a lot of different sexual partners, what ends up happening is they get this mindset of the grass is greener on the other side. And the more men that they've slept with and the more men they are with, what ends up happening is they have a bigger body of work to compare the man that they're with against. That is not good. Because
Wait,
what
if they
ends
have a bigger body to compare against and they choose the guy, he must be better than all the guys they fucked. So he's
Well-
on top of the hill.
well, that would see. Here's the thing, that's assuming women are logically sound. They're not. See,
No,
like,
women are more logical than men. Who starts most of the fights? Who shoots most of the people? Who stabs and reacts? It's fucking men, you know? Who makes the best? Who caught Osama bin Laden? A woman, okay? Women are way smarter than men when it comes to logic. Don't be ridiculous. Men are better scientists, but women are smarter when it comes to logic.
Okay, that's not true, but that's fine. Regardless, because you're coming at it from a perspective like, oh, they should be logically sound. They've had 100 partners. If they find a nice guy, they should pick the nice guy because this nice guy is better than these 100 guys. But
Wait, why can't they pick an asshole? They don't have to pick a nice guy. They can pick a dick.
Here's the thing. Yeah, you're assuming women are rationally sound, logically sound creatures.
Yes.
The problem is they're not.
Yes.
Let me explain what I mean by this. There's a reason why the phrase nice guys finish last is a thing. The reason why is because a girl will have a guy that does everything that he's supposed to do. Nice guy, works, treats her like a princess, pedestalizes her, whatever. What does she do? You said it earlier. She gets bored. Well, we know that women are far more likely to get bored in relationships than men. And they're more likely to end a relationship than a man. So the problem is
in a marriage,
relationships and marriages, regardless, right? So, and women are far more likely to get bored in a relationship. So my argument is when she has a bigger body
they're
of
less
work,
logical. I say they're more logical, and they
They're
have more
not.
guts.
They're
They'll
less.
say, "Hey, fuck you,
They're
I'm
less.
sick of you. I'm moving on."
they're less.
Again, it's an opinion. You know, it's an opinion. You have your opinion, I have mine, okay? If you're bored, let's say you were married and you're sick of your wife and everything you do to get her to change, she just won't do it. You're just going to stay there and be miserable? You're going to find another woman.
In general, most men would keep their wife.
I'm
Another
asking you what you would do if you were sick
what
of
I
your
would
wife.
do, what I would do is irrelevant. I'm speaking in general here. Most men would stay. There's a reason why, another famous phrase, it's cheaper to keep her. Most guys are not going to go ahead and file a divorce on their wife unless she's doing something horrible. It's the women that initiate.
I know
So
that.
again,
You are correct. on
Going
that, yes.
back to the whole body of work thing. Look, like I'll give you an example, right? If I had sex with 100 girls, right, and I find one girl that's awesome, and I compare that one girl that's awesome to the body of work of the 100 girls that I've had sex with, that makes me better as a man because now I realize, oh, this girl's good. She knows what she's doing. She's not a 304. She serves me. She submits to me. She obeys me. Fine.
Whoa,
I will
submits
value.
and obeys you.
Okay,
So when
don't
you
get-
come
don't
home,
get
she
tripped
puts
up
a
on
red
word.
carpet out and blows
Yes.
trumpets,
Yes.
makes you
Yes.
meals,
and feeds
sits
me
around
grapes.
being miserable.
And feeds me
Yeah.
grapes. Yes.
Okay.
So I am able to appreciate that. But on the other hand, with women, when they have 100 partners, they get the nice guy that comes in and kind of saves them at the end. They're going to be bored with that guy because all these men that they hooked up with that were the Chads and the Alphas and the good-looking guys or whatever that gave them that excitement, they're not getting that anymore.
How
right?
do you know? You say that all women marry dorks that can't fuck them well and can't take them on vacations and change the way they have their attitude? That's ridiculous
What
to
I'm-
assume that
what
every
I'm-
guy that gets married is a nice guy.
What-
And if
what-
men are doing
what
that, they're
I'm
pussies.
trying to explain,
They need
what
to
I'm
have a
trying
pair
to
of balls.
explain, what I'm trying to explain is when men have a body of work with their sexuality, we are able to better discern a good partner for us because as men, we're the ones that come with the skin in the game. For women, however,
Women don't
they
have skin in the game? What
Not
if
as
you
much
meet a
as us.
millionaire woman who's a doctor and
Not-
she has plenty of money?
Men have
and
to-
you're not you, but one's a loser. He's a fucking
Okay,
and he
so
marries
that
her.
millionaire woman you just mentioned, she's still going to want a guy that makes about 67% more than her.
No, she doesn't. I know a lot of women that have money and don't give a fuck. The ones
if
with
we
money.
if we can't even agree on biological facts that women want a guy who's better than them in every regards, and her social status has nothing to do with what the guy has, and if anything, it's going to increase her standards. If we can't even agree on that,
Some women
then
do want men with
staggering
money.
majority.
Some women
Staggering
do.
majority.
But what I was saying is, what
if a
about
girl
the
makes
woman who
$100,000
has
a
money?
year, the guy's got to make significantly more than she does.
I'm saying, what if a woman has money? She doesn't always want someone who has a higher status than her. She may want someone who's on the same level, higher or lower. There's a whole bunch of different options, not just one. You
Well,
know?
again, that assumes that they're being logically sound and rational. Women get turned on by different things. They put men in different roles. Okay.
Right, yeah.
So again, my argument from what I said before is when they have their body of work, okay, and they can have this grass is greener on the other side mentality, well, they're going to be more apt to leave their guy. And we have the numbers to show this. Women that marry as virgins are far more likely to stay within their marriage. Women with lower body counts.
You got to be kidding
Yes.
me.
yes.
You know what she's
The-
really
the-
thinking?
the
I wish
family-
I'd fuck all these other guys, and
Family
now I'm
Institute.
alone and miserable with this fuck brain,
there's
and I
the
want
plethora
someone
of
else.
family
No,
data that shows
wrong.
that the lower
What data?
a woman's sexual partner history, the higher the likelihood the marriage is going to last. Because it comes back to the theory I just gave you, where less body of work means less comparisons, less grass is greener on the other side mentality, and it kind of diffuses the problem that we have with social media. Another big problem is the internet and social media and our connectivity. Because when women are able to talk to and speak to and get offers from higher status men, well, Tom, that's a good guy, right? That makes $50K per year. All of a sudden, he's not as attractive. And we know
Not
this
always.
because
I know plenty
a
of
lot
women that fall in
and-
love and have
and-
their partner, and they don't say, "Oh, a guy coming along with money, I'm leaving you." I don't. Sometimes that happens because I think the woman married for the wrong reasons. She marries a guy that she's not happy with. She settles, like most people, and then finally she leaves when something better comes along. That is true that does happen.
Yeah,
but I
mean,
don't think that's the majority of women.
Yeah, well,
You just said it was a 50% divorce rate,
no.
so it'd be 50-50.
What I'm saying is that it's very simple. Women are more likely to end relationships. Women are more likely to get bored. Women are more likely to be able to find a replacement after the relationship. And on top of that, we have social media, the internet, dating apps. We have all these different things in play that afford women a multitude of options romantically. So what this has done is it's made average women have extraordinary reach, okay, and connectivity with higher status men. Women are hypergamous. If they can get a higher status guy and they have access to a higher status guy, they will go for the higher status guy and forego the nice guy that makes 30, 50K per year who could be a good suitor. And this is what happens where women will have all these options and they will think that they can do better. That's how they are.
But let
They're
me
like
ask you, if
chronic
you're going to go
gamblers.
get married, are you going to pick an ugly, disgusting human being, or are you going to pick someone who you're attracted to? What's wrong? Are you going to pick someone unattractive, or are you going to pick someone that that turns you
From
on?
the female or male perspective.
I said, if you were going to get married, we're going to get married, would you pick someone who's unattractive and doesn't do it for you?
We're talking about women. My personal wants and needs in a partner is completely, that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. I'm explaining to you how women mate select in modern day society and why that is problematic.
I know, I got you. What I'm saying is just because we have different ways of choosing people doesn't mean you choosing a woman because she's attractive is better than a woman choosing a man because he has money. And I'm saying that's probably the minimum. Maybe you see it around here, a lot of sugar babies, but in the real world elsewhere, I think at least half of the women will marry someone because they care about him or they want to be with him or they settle. I think it's something like that. And yes, you're right. There are women out there that marry men for their money. But that doesn't mean that because we have different ways of looking at things, the end game isn't the same. You marry someone who you're attracted to, you want to be happy to, whether it's the looks for men or money for women or whatever the choice is, or a mental connection, You're going to pick someone you want to be with. And now people are living to be 70, 80, 90. That's a big commitment,
Yeah, I think you're kind of oversimplifying the problem and you're not really seeing my position on it because
I do see
you're
your
using
position.
you're using the male lens of attraction when the male lens of attraction is significantly different than the female lens of attraction. So in
know.
other words,
I know. I agree
men-
with you.
Yeah, so
100%.
yeah, but you're constantly like saying, well, the women do this, but on the male side it's this. My argument is we don't need to analyze the male side because men's standards are way lower than women. I'm focusing on the women where their standards are too high.
Are you talking about heterosexual marriages? Talking about heterosexual.
No, I'm talking about women in general. Their
right,
standards
so
are too
women
high.
in general.
Their standards and are now chasing pinnacle level is that, and then the average guys are left out in the dust. This is how it goes. Since the beginning of time, a majority of women have been able to procreate while men have not. So this has been an issue through human species forever. What I'm saying now is we were able to go ahead and have this traditional conservative, nuclear family lifestyle for a while. But now with the deregulation of dating, okay, and where we are now, and the immersion of technology, feminism, birth control, all these other social constructs, women
I know
now,
we beat that horse to death.
yeah,
I'm just trying to say there's nothing wrong with that.
No. It's incredibly important to understand
I do
that
understand.
all these factors have created the current environment where we have now, where women are more concerned with chasing a career, making money, having fun, as you would say, over pursuing a child and a family. The reason this is bad is because women take their prime years in their 20s to basically be sluts. And what ends up happening
What are you going to say that? What are you going
and
to
what
say
ends
that?
up
What are you
happening-
going to say that? I told
Okay,
you I
you're
had two
getting triggered
daughters.
by the
Why
word.
would you call a girl a slut
They
because
take
she won't
that
sleep around?
they take that time to be sluts, and that impacts their ability to find a long-term partner.
If you have a daughter one day and someone calls her a slut, she wants to sleep around, she doesn't follow daddy's advice, that's not going to bother you? If
No.
you have a daughter and she fucks 100, 200 guys, and someone on the street like you is calling her a slut, you're going to say, oh, that's cool. Yeah, she's a slut. We're good with that. You're good
Yeah,
with that?
I would. I would be okay
then
with it.
you'll be a
Because-
horrible father, and your daughter will hate you forever.
No, because here's the problem. We're more willing to tell women comforting truths over uncomfortable lies. Okay? Like
That's true. That's true.
And that's a
We're-
problem.
But that's with not just women. It's everything, whether it's politics, women, money, people getting run over by trucks, whatever it is. Nobody wants to see a lot of the truth because it bothers them. And if it doesn't fit the way they think, they move on or they hurt somebody or they freak out, you know?
Yeah, but the key distinction is that we lie to women and we overtly do it all the time and don't tell them what's going
Women
to
don't
happen.
lie to men.
Well, no, because
You're too
here's the
one-sided,
difference.
man. You're too
Here's the
angry.
difference. No,
like all
I'm angry.
like what's that ugly bald-headed guy that
Let
runs
me-
women in Romania?
Let me explain
I mean,
this.
you're just too mean.
Here's the
Too mean.
difference. Here's the difference. If I'm a loser as a man,
I didn't say you were a loser.
no,
Okay.
not me. I'm saying in general.
Oh, what's a loser?
In general, lower status, not in shape, not attractive, not charismatic, bad speaker. Maybe I
Right.
smell.
Who would
okay.
want you? You're right. I got it.
Fantastic. I will deal with real world consequences for being a loser. In other words, I will not have the ability to mate with the opposite gender. Women, however, and this is very important.
Wait, hold. That's
If-
wrong. The base is wrong. All you do is stop eating, exercise, dress better, have good hygiene, socialize, get a different job,
Yes.
go learn AI, be a
Yes.
lawyer, a doctor,
Yes.
and you'll be okay.
Yes.
What woman wants? If you, like you said before, average women get average men, but they want to step up.
Okay, let me finish
That's
my
not-
point.
Okay.
I am not disputing the fact that you can self-improve. I'm not disputing that. I'm telling you that if a man's a loser, he deals with consequences.
Mm-hmm. But
Unless
how he
unless-
deals with the consequence determines whether he stays a fucking loser
That's
or he
my
becomes
point.
something
That's
worthwhile.
my point. He either chooses to step it up, right? He either steps it up and gets a partner, or he stays where he's at and stays an incel.
No, he can settle. He could go to Denny's or someplace and find someone just like him. You know, he
No,
could be a loser.
he won't. That's the precise.
No,
he
that's what
won't.
most people do.
He won't. He won't.
Most people settle.
He won't.
In that position.
Now-
People that are losers, they give up and they settle. That's what most
This
people
is
in that position do.
now. Let's use your own analogy then. You said he could go to Denny's and find a girl, right? He could go to
Yeah.
Denny's and find a girl on the same
Or the
level.
Waffle House.
Okay.
you know? Yeah.
Here's the difference. That girl that's at the Waffle House isn't going to go for him because that girl at the Waffle House has access to men that are millionaires via Instagram. She's
Most
not doing
men
that.
aren't going to Waffle House to look for women.
She's
you ever
not
gone to
doing
their Denny's? No, you're wrong. I'm sorry. I disagree with you. You're completely wrong.
Okay.
Everyone wants to step up in the world.
Yeah.
You know? And if you fail, you
again,
fail. You know.
Again, I'll say it simply. If you're a man and you're a loser, you deal with consequences. If you're a woman and you're a loser, you don't deal with
Why
consequences.
not? Why can't a woman lose weight, get in shape? I've seen a lot of ugly women with awesome bodies, you know, and they have good-looking men.
No matter how ugly, fat, annoying a female is, she will still find a simp for her. Doesn't
She'll
work the other
still
way
find
around.
what?
A simp for her.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Every man's not a simp. And if you look in this city, there's a lot of guys that like chunky women, you know? Doesn't make them a simp. There you go. So, I mean, just because you
No,
want a chunky woman,
I
doesn't
mean,
make
you
you a
talking on the
simp.
mic right now proves my point, which is the
No, it
issue
doesn't.
with everything.
If you're a desperate bitch and you suck up to a woman, you're a simp. But if you're a man and you're confident and you dress well and you do the
Okay.
best you can in life, you will probably excel much better.
Are you aware of the fact that an average looking girl
Mm-hmm.
has more access to higher status men than a higher status man
No.
has to regular
Look
girls?
around in all these bars, the hottest women, okay? The average women are not with really good looking guys and rich guys. They're just not. The guys here that are all successful, they're walking around with 9s, 8s, 10s. Just go look over in the bars. Look at the hottest women and look at the guys they're with.
What I'm telling you is that women. Yeah, the thing you're missing here is that average women have more sexual access than men do.
Because there's a lot of desperate guys who'll just fuck anything. Correct.
Sure.
I agree.
So, I think it's
And
very
good for
important.
them. Good for the women
Yeah,
that are
that's fine.
average that
That's-
someone's
that's-
fucking them
that's
so they're
fine.
not frustrated
But
anymore.
I need you to understand that the fact that they have all this access and all these options directly dictates how they deal with the opposite gender. I'll give you an example. If you had two girlfriends who were hot, who were always around.
If I had two girlfriends
Yeah.
at once,
Yes, if you had two
two
hot
women that I'm
girlfriends,
sleeping with or two girls that I care about,
whatever you want them to
that
do.
would not happen. I would want a
But
steady relationship
that's
or a
fine.
peace, not
Okay.
both. You know.
Let's
so-
assume
well,
you had this, right? You
Mm-hmm.
were getting all your needs met with women or whatever. But you said, you know what? I want to go on a date with a girl. Yeah, I want to switch it up. Would you tolerate bad behavior from that girl?
But what?
Would you tolerate bad behavior from this girl you go on a first date with?
Prior to me coming along, or while I was
No,
with
you
her?
got your girl at home.
Yeah.
You get a hall pass for the day.
Yeah.
And you go out with this other girl. Would you tolerate bad behavior from that female?
You mean if we're just hooking up, or if we're in a relationship?
Well, you're on the first date and she's being a bitch. Well, would you tolerate
She's
that?
being rude to me on the
Yes,
first date.
yes.
I'm going to say, listen, what are you being rude for? I'm going to call her out. So why are you being rude?
Okay.
You know? But
And-
she wouldn't be rude to me because I'm so colorful and wonderful.
Yeah, that's fine. The point I'm trying to make is that you wouldn't tolerate it because you have a woman at home. Okay?
Oh, you mean if I was cheating on my girlfriend?
I just said you would have a
You
hall.
said if I have a woman at home, but I'm going out with a new girl, another insecure bitch.
I
getting noise
literally
with this
said you had a
car,
hall pass.
He wants attention.
I literally said you have a hall pass in the.
What's that?
I literally said you have a hall pass in the experiment in the.
Oh, this is an experiment. So I've got a girlfriend at home, and I'm out cheating with someone else. She's being a bitch. And do I stay on the date? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
No, because I
You
wouldn't be
wouldn't.
cheating if she's my girlfriend. But if she's just a hookup, yes, I'd be with someone else.
So you would tolerate far less.
No, I wouldn't. If she was fucking being a bitch, I would leave the date. It's
All right, who's next in the line?
Okay, fine. Hey,
Who's next?
you're really sweet. I appreciate it.
What the? Bro,
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
who's
thank you
next?
very much.
Whoever's next, come on up.
Hey, good luck in life,
Yeah, no
Andrew.
worries.
Nice talking.
Yeah.
Hey, fresh man. All I gotta say is I'm a huge fucking fan. Thank you, thank you. I'm a huge fan. I agree with everything you say. Yeah. I've been listening to you for fucking years, and I wouldn't be who the fucking person I am today. I wouldn't be pulling as many as I do today if it weren't for you, man.
Thank you,
Holy
man.
shit, I can't believe. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, of course.
Holy.
Nice to meet you, bro.
It's great to meet you.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep thriving, man. And fuck anybody that doesn't
Yeah.
agree with you.
I
That's all I
appreciate
gotta
it, man.
say.
I'm trying
That's
here,
all I gotta
bro.
say.
I'm
Keep doing
losing
what you're
hair.
doing. Hey, keep doing what you're doing.
It's like,
it's Miami, right?
Yeah.
This is high standard around here. And if you don't get it,
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I was just wondering, somebody, I actually wanted to say, so if you don't mind. Do you mind filming me? For my cousin?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, Myron,
Yeah.
believe it or not, I'm a fan. And actually, I
Okay.
agree with you. I live here in Miami. I live
Yeah, I
here
thought
in
you were nodding
Brickell.
along in the back.
Yeah, all I was going to say was, have you ever thought about the spillover effect for actual good girls like us? Here in Miami, it's really hard to date because everything you say is true. Like, I wish, and anybody here, I'm not independently wealthy, so I actually have to work. I work in healthcare. I make a good living, but I'm not all about being a bad bitch. I want my husband. I have a daughter. I have an ex, and I did all the right things, and things just didn't work out. So when we have these girls that are coming out and like, oh, you know, I don't care about my body count. I meet a nice guy, and he tells me, you're not willing to sleep with me. I'm like, no, you don't need my charity. Go get here. And they do. They end up calling me, I know you're the girl I marry. I know the girl I want to be with, but I'm not looking for that when everything else is so easily accessible to me. So this has a spillover effect on girls like us who live here are actually kind, loving, submit, cook, clean, believe in God, or traditional. And we can't find anybody because they tell us, hey, you're great, but I got all this all free and nobody respects themselves. So why should I invest in you when I can go get something that I don't have to work for? And it gives us a lot of despair. And I've stopped dating. I'm just like, why am I doing
Is getting certain types of men, income or status, whatever. They don't want to settle, right?
Sure.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I mean, this is a byproduct of feminism, right? You know, I've said it before. People don't believe me, but I've always said that I think feminism really actually benefits the top 2% of men. Like it's inadvertently given the leverage to them because now
Right, they get all the women.
Yes,
And
they-
all the other guys are suffering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Precisely. So you understand the dynamic. So I would say for a girl, for a woman, right, especially someone like you who's traditional, it's really two options. It's either A, you probably have to lower your standards a little bit.
Even then.
Yeah.
Even then.
Unfortunately,
Even
yeah.
then. Yeah.
Lower your standards a little bit because the problem is that the more options a man has, the likelihood of him cheating go up with it. So that would
Absolutely.
mitigate a lot of the risk. Or, and women don't like this one when I say it, but you're going to have a higher status guy, but you're going to have to
Have
share
to
him.
put up with it.
You're going to have to share them. Yeah. So now I think the latter isn't as bad as women think it is. I think if you're the main girl, you're the wife, you got the house, you got the kids. I think him running around and smashing a few girls here and there isn't worth ruining the marriage. Now, I see you're wincing with that. You don't like that.
I
But
mean,
that's
I
just
must
the
marry a
reality.
Secret Service agent because that was a problem.
it.
And so I was like, let's cut this off.
And this
yeah.
is kind of the problem. Like, this is one of my big critics of like guys on the Daily Wire, like Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro, etc. Is they push this traditional conservative mindset, which I think is good. Don't get it twisted. I think
Yeah.
it's great. But unfortunately, it's a subscription that is no longer valid. It worked great in the 50s,
Right.
1955, but now we're in 2025.
Right.
And since feminism has thrown the sexual marketplace on its head, the guys that were once desirable and willing to be monogamous, now that they have all this choice, you know, they're like a hot 21-year-old girl, basically. so they don't want to settle.
19.
Right? So that's kind of what it is. And it does suck because there, like you said, there's women like you that are traditionally conservative, work an honest job.
I'm working out on a Friday night. You don't see me out
Yeah.
here with my friends, right? I'm not out
selling
here
your body.
drinking. I'm not selling. I'm covered up, and I'm like, hey, let's go. Let's spend my night accordingly after working a hard day in the clinic. Like, let's do that, right? You don't see me out here like sledding around, right?
And I'm very sensitive to that. Like when I talk to women that have this conservative mindset, because I do understand how difficult it is for you guys. I really do. And this is why the advice I give, no one wants to hear it, but it's the truth. It's either high status guy, share him with other women, or lower level guy, monogamous
If
to you.
he's willing, if he's willing.
Yeah. And the crazy part is the lower status guy, if he gets some money or he changes his mind, he could cheat too.
As well.
So, literally, we got in a big debate about this on Twitter. Me and Andrew Tate got in a big debate about this with Matt Walsh, and we were
Yeah, I
telling
think
him
I was
like,
following that.
yes,
Yeah.
I was like, we were telling him that unfortunately polygamy for higher status men is kind of the norm, right? And women got to choose what they want to do. But I do feel for you. Like I've
right.
talked about this before too. No one ever clips that, of course, but I do understand that women like yourselves are kind of left out in the.
That'd be nice to maybe hear some more content about that. Maybe when you're doing stuff like that, give us a little hope because we're out here. We're good girls here in Miami too. Not everybody's a tourist here. Not everybody's here sliding around. There are good girls like us that are like, hey, just give us a little hope because we're lost out here. We're like, what do? We got to
tough.
import somebody. Like I'm gonna go to Italy and be like, who wants papers? Like, let's go, right? Like, who wants papers? Let's go.
No, it's tough. It's tough. I think we'll have Candace Owens on the show later on this year.
That'd be
and
nice.
I'll bring this topic up with her.
That'd be
How
nice.
about that
Thanks
one?
so much. It was so
No,
nice
thank
to meet you.
Great to talk
Take
to you.
care. Bye.
Appreciate that. I understand your struggle. Feel free to come up to the mic, guys. I know the sign says bring back slut shaming, but we can talk about whatever. We talk about politics. We could talk Israel, Palestine. We could talk about You good? Okay, we're fixing the speaker on the side.
Can I shake your hand? Can I
Oh,
shake
hey.
your hand?
What's up, man? Hey, how are you?
Anyways, I just want to say, so bring back slut shaming. All right. Do you believe in God?
Yes,
And what religion?
I grew up in a Muslim household.
Muslim. Okay. Well, I'm a Christian.
Oh, wa alaikum salam.
I'm
how
a
are you?
Christian, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man.
I just want to say,
Where are you from? Okay. Okay.
you know, as a Christian, I believe, you know, judging. I don't know if any of you guys are Christians, but judging is a sin. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's in your religion. If I could get like, you know.
Well, you can make the argument that it might not be like direct judging. Rather,
Right.
it's more of a creating an environment that fosters animosity towards promiscuity for women.
Okay,
James
okay.
it.
All right. Fair enough. Oh wait, real quick. And like, do you believe in do you fuck with Drake?
Do I feel betrayed?
No, do you fuck with Drake? Like, do you like Drake?
Oh, Drake,
Yeah.
the artist. No, I don't listen to him. No.
I was gonna say, like, if you do, like, if anyone here fucks with Drake, it's because you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. I fuck with you. Hey, love y'all guys. If you're a Christian, bro, I just want to say real quick, God bless all of you, and God loves each and every one of you guys. You know, I got a little bit of stuttering problems, but God deadass loves you guys, and you too, bro. I just want to say God loves you, man. And whatever you guys are going through, bro, he's always going to be out there for you guys. And he's always there for you guys. Deadass, like, I love you guys so much. Take care.
All right. Who's up next? Who's up next, guys? Bring back slut shaming. No more aid to Israel. We could talk about kids starving in Gaza, whatever you guys want. Bring more awareness to that. Oh, DPG. Shout out to DPG. He's right. DPG's out here. Oh, there he is. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. We love you, man. These guys, so he's right here behind me, guys. Say what up to the people real quick.
What's up, guys? What's up, chat?
It says here, someone told me Myron would be out in Miami Brinkle debating pulled up live. Guy, bro. Yeah. Oh, two more. What I think. Rule. You don't like my comments? We had some Weave Warriors walk by. Yeah, Weave Warriors in the house. Shaniqua in the squad. Yeah, here had it, hooligans. And canceled. I told you guys at the beginning I'm racist. All right, yeah, he definitely got cheated on. Concrete minds like this man are exactly why daughters are getting terrible advice. El Cook and Myron Kamehameha is back ass to Cuckville. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. One chest says, hey, blue shirt dude, who wore the skirt in your past relationship? I bet I know who. This nigga. And then Blackest Panther, yo, this dude pays for his daughter's OF. He's just trying to protect his fetish. Okay. I knew they were going to be brutal in the comments. Go ahead.
Hey, I'll be honest, guys. This is tough. Myron, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things I feel like I could argue for you, but I could also argue for me, you know?
Sure.
So you asked me where I was from. I'm from Montenegro. I'm Albanian. So when you say bring back slut shaming, it's tough, man. You know what I mean? We're from different places. Where are you from?
My family's from Sudan.
You're from Sudan.
Yeah.
We're both Muslim brothers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So do you have sisters?
Yeah.
I have sisters. I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mom as well. So I have that standard, you know what I mean? So I'm still single. It's hard because I got to find a woman out here that's just as good as my mom, but also just as good as my sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
So
gonna be tough.
Is that easy?
It's going to be tough.
I'm younger than you. I'm only 25. How old
Yeah.
are you?
I'm 35.
Are you married?
No.
You
Thank
know,
God.
some you said thank God?
I said thank God, bro.
Hey, you know, hey, we have dreams though. You know, my dream, you know, I wanna have a wife and a family. But
Of course. Yeah.
bring back slut shaming.
Just
man.
don't do it. Just don't do it with the state involved. I'm actually for marriage. I'm just not for how it's done now.
Yeah.
I'm actually for marriage.
But where I guess I gotta argue against you, right? It's tough, man, because sometimes
We got Connor in the back. Bro. Welcome back, man.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, no,
I just had
can't-
to give him a shout out. He was
No,
doing some
for
crazy
sure.
stuff last time.
But man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know what I mean? So the biggest thing I've ever lived on. You know, the biggest thing. If I were to teach you something, little bro to big bro, man, you never know what it's like in someone's shoes. You know what I'm saying? So imagine I'm gonna put a scenario. A beautiful, amazing woman who had a husband. Husband left her, right? He was so. No, I'm sorry. I can't talk to someone that's talking on my phone. I got a lot of respect for you, but if you're not gonna listen to me, I can't go.
I'm
So,
listening, bro. I'm listening.
God bless you. No. Hey, keep going. Hey, whoever wants to talk, do your thing, all right?
All right. I was monitoring the stream. That's fine. Yeah, bro, we're live, man. Like we're not. This isn't pre-recorded. It's literally we're live as we're going. All right. Anybody else want to come up to the mic? Again, bring back slut shaming. No more aid to Israel. What else? Racism is good. What? Women deserve less. Book in stores. What else? Trying to think. Oh yeah, believe all women is a lie. Like we saw with the Shannon Sharp shit. Bro, he retired that hoe, man. That shit is crazy. Oh man. All right, guys. The T app. Oh yeah, the T app. Yeah, LT app. Yep. Anybody download that app? Any of you girls downloaded that app? Hey man, you might want to close it down. They got your IDs. Hey, what's up, man? They have your IDs. So T app, bro, that thing is cooked.
Did you find yourself on there?
No. Well, no. Actually, somebody had said that I was. But they leaked all the girls. You know what's interesting about that T app, right? If women make an app where they're like sitting out there doxing guys, giving all that private information, nobody gives a fuck, right? But if we made like an app called like Give Me a Beer, and we're out here talking about these chicks being 304s and stuff, bro, that shit would be gone in 24 hours, right? So, shit. Oh wow, you got someone getting arrested in the back? Can we get the camera on that? Oh, they want to be on camera? Okay. Yeah, okay. Miami's finest. Miami's finest going hard in the paint. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yep. Bring back slut shaming. No more aid to Israel. Free Palestine. So. Read chats? Yeah, yeah, we're reading super chats. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're reading Rumble rants, locals, Myron gains X. Or actually, well, no, I don't have access to that right now. Do we? Do you have access to it? Okay, that's fine. Anybody else want to hop on the mic? Okay, the ones do? Okay, cool. Anybody else want to hop on the mic, guys? Don't worry, I don't bite. Bring back slut shaming. No more hate to Israel. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, so you know how like when guys, right? When guys insult other guys, guys will be like, hey, like you're like a loser and stuff, right? When a girl insults another girl, she's like, oh, like you're a hoe. Like, can you explain that? Or like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, typically when you're attacking someone, you're going to try to hit them in the most sensitive area, right? And, you know, as much as women say that their past doesn't matter, if a girl gets mad at another girl, she goes for the jugular, and that jugular is attacking her prior sexual interactions. So calling a woman a hoe as a female is one of the most disrespectful things you can say.
Right. So what do you say, like, for example, if you're in a relationship, right? If a guy cheats, would it be the same as if a girl cheats in a relationship?
No, not at all.
Would you say they're the same or it's not the same?
No, if a woman cheats, it's the worst. It's the example I'll give is premeditated murder, right? So like if a female cheats on you, it's like first degree premeditated murder.
So she had to plot to cheat on you.
Yes, because she has to get to a certain place to be able to do that. But for men, if men cheat, it's more like manslaughter, right? It's not as planned or as evil. And the other thing too is that I see someone in the back giving a face. The other thing too is that if a man cheats, right, on his girl, he can still love his girl.
Right.
But if women cheat on their guy, that relationship is cooked.
Right. That's very valid.
Because for men, we're able to compartmentalize sex into a non-emotional state. For women, it's very difficult to do that. The only women that I've ever been able to see or meet that can compartmentalize sex and not have it attached to their emotions are sex workers or porn stars. Because they have to do that to be able to do their job.
That's how they get their bread.
Exactly. So
That's
they have
how
to
they get bread.
desensitize themselves to that attachment, but that's not what you want. You want a girl, after you have sex with her, she's hitting you up all the time because it's not normal to her.
That's valid. Yo, Myron, like, what if you have, like, your dream girl, right? She's, like, everything your dream girl, bro. She's, like, very loyal. She doesn't cheat on you. She's, like, perfect pass, bro. You met her when she was a virgin, right? But then the only condition is, right? She makes you cook, bro. Are you going to be with her long term or not, bro? Are you cooking? Are you getting in the kitchen because all the requirements meet, bro? Or are you not cooking, bro?
I'm not cooking, bro.
That's valid. I wouldn't cook either, bro.
Cooking. I would argue that if she can't cook, that's not good.
She can cook. She can cook.
Oh,
everything's perfect,
okay.
but she just makes you cook. She's like, yo, Myron, bro, like, go in the kitchen, like, whip some up for me, bro.
Yeah, I'm a terrible cook, first of all, and then for second, no, I would not allow it because if she's able to be in a position to dictate that, I already lost. Does that make
That's
sense?
valid. So you think she'll be like Lil Broing? She's like, yeah, like, go cook type shit.
You know, my position on this, my theory is, if your girl's bossing you around, the relationship's over.
Right.
Right? If your girl's bossing you around, it's just a matter of time until that relationship is cooked.
I agree with that. It's like there's a leader in every relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like when the woman's the leader, it's like it's usually GG's.
It's a big GG, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I noticed though, right? Because recently I went to Europe, and in Europe the dudes are like low-key cucks in Europe. Like the dudes, they're like, oh yeah, like my wife tells me what to do. Like, oh yeah, my wife controls the household. My wife decides which car we're gonna buy and shit. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think it differs between like Western culture and like Eastern Europe? Like, do you think there's a big difference in, like, the way people act?
Well, it depends where you are, right? Like when I was in Romania, right, the women were behaved like women, right? But then there's other parts that are starting to slowly be infiltrated by feminism. You know, I think if we keep going down this road and, you know, women become like leaders in their relationships, we're gonna run into a lot of problems. And we already kind of see what's going on in the West in general. But feminism is starting to creep on other parts of the world.
It is the girl boss shit.
Yeah.
The girl boss shit.
Very pernicious, and nobody's talking about it enough.
Hey yo, like, you have your dream girl, right? She's like whatever criteria you want her to be, right? But the one thing is, all her friends are hoes. She goes to club 5 days a week. She's always partying. Are you gonna save her, or are you not taking that?
No, not the dream girl, man. I think
aside of being that, like, everything else, dream girl, like virgin,
No.
She'll be like, you know what, Myron? Like, I'll never cheat on you, even though 30 guys hit on me. But I'll remember you every single time a guy hits on me.
No, because parties, girl, yeah, like you said, I could dream girl twice. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. That was Mo, by the way. No, bro, I wouldn't, because so it's not just enough to get with a girl that isn't a hoe. It's also important that you got to get with a girl that has good fundamental habits, right? Like, she has to have certain things in place where, all right, this is gonna sound fucked up. They have to be trained properly. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna get mad about that, but I do think men need to train their women, right? And the reason why I say this is because thanks to modernity and feminism, a lot of women have really bad habits. For example, they think it's okay to keep their guy friend around. They think it's okay to post promiscuous photos of themselves on the internet. They think it's okay to have guy friends and do all this other fuck shit, or to go out and drink, right? So, or do drugs. So all of these behaviors are like the norm. But the reality is that they're going to be extremely destructive to your relationship as a man. So I think as a dude, you come into the relationship and you tell her, look, if you want to be with me, this shit has to end. And then you'll know right there how much she likes you. If she likes you, she'll drop everything. If she doesn't, like, oh, well, I got to keep my guy friend around. All right, bitch, get out of here. You're sex only category now. So I think men need to put their foot down and literally have very strong boundaries. Because women have boundaries. They're the ones that are picky. They're the ones that are selective.
Right.
So if she wants a relationship with you, it's like you got to stop being, involved in these behaviors that will jeopardize the relationship.
Okay, but like, let's just say you're in a relationship with a girl, right? And then since the beginning, she starts like, everything's going good, but then she starts like, says like some, like, yo, bro, like, I need, like, Myron, I need your location type shit, bro. And like, you probably wouldn't do that. Like, would you shut that down instantly? Would you like entertain that like a little bit?
Never. And the thing is, right? So this is why it's so important when you meet the girl up front to kind of have a certain type of aura, right? If you come in as a confident, masculine guy that has your shit together, she won't even dare ask you for that. Matter of fact, it'll go the other way around. She'll give you her Instagram password, right? Because here's another dirty secret about women, and I can see them here. They're going to get mad when I say this. Within 10 seconds of a girl meeting a guy, she knows what category she's going to put him in. Within 10 seconds. This dude's a bitch. This guy's highly masculine and attractive. This guy seems smart. And they put men in boxes right away when they deal with them. So what I tell guys is you need to be in the I can't fuck with him box. And what that means is basically, if she tries some fuck shit, I'm going to have guy friends. I want to go out. I want to do this. She's going to think twice because she knows, okay, this guy has options. He's attractive and he's willing to put his foot down.
Ooh.
So this is the ugly reality about women, where there's certain guys they'll test and then there's other guys that they won't test. Or if they do test them, they do it in a way where it won't jeopardize what they got going on. Does that make sense? Because we all know women test men all the time on some fuck shit.
Right. That's all of my friends. Like, the girls would be like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Where are you right now? And if they don't tell them, like, they start putting up attitude. I was like, bro, like, you can't like do that.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Yeah.
You know, we don't, look, man, we don't, I have a phrase. We don't negotiate with terrorists and we don't negotiate with women either. As a matter of fact, it's probably better to negotiate with terrorists than to negotiate with women, because women aren't rationally sound. So, like, you know, I'd rather deal with fucking Mohammed Bajaj than, you know,
Muhammad Jahamid.
Yeah, bro. Jihadists over fucking women. So, because I'll tell you guys this: if you got a girl in your life that's like rambunctious, she will terrorize you more than fucking Ali, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yo, what are your thoughts on like girls with expectations, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of girls, they think like, oh, I'm that bitch and I could date like the richest. My man got to be like 6'3". He's got to make 7 figures a year, and then he's got to like do all that shit. But then realistically, she just got cracked by one dude that's super valid once, and now her ego's through the roof. Like, would you ever take a girl like that serious, or like, would you ever date a girl like that?
You know, the scary part is, bro, is most women are delusional like that. Unfortunately, if you ask a girl, hey, give me your standards, they're all gonna want a guy 6 foot plus, 100K a year, good looking, nice teeth, a family man, you know, but at the same time can like be a player. Like,
yeah, that's valid.
He's assertive, but at the same time he's like nice. It's retarded, man.
That's right. But yo, it's been real, bro.
All right.
My Uber's low-key late, but
yeah, no worries, man.
Hey, it was nice meeting you.
Good questions, bro. Yeah, you're definitely aware. Yeah. Anyone else can come up to the mic, guys. Yeah, we're still live, bro. Yeah, we're not pre-recording. All right, who's up next? Anyone have any comments? All right, go ahead, bro. What's up?
Hey man, how are you?
What's up?
I just have one question, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about girls in a relationship having a guy best friend?
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Completely unacceptable.
What about if it's the opposite? A guy in a relationship having a girl best friend.
You can do what you want. She can't.
Okay.
And I know some people might get mad at me saying that, but like men and women are not the same.
Yeah. Can you explain that further a little bit?
Sure. Well, what part do you want me to explain specifically? Like why it's okay for a man and not a woman?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. The reason why it's not acceptable is because as a man, right, when you get into a relationship with a girl, she's interested in certain things, right? Your height, status, income, charisma, leadership capability, confidence, a bunch of shit. When we get with a woman, the only thing we really want is be cute and don't be a whore, right?
Yeah.
So since we require so little of them, it's unacceptable for them to have guy friends when one of our prerequisites is you can't be a hoe, because that could lead to them doing something that will fuck things up. But on the other hand, for you as a man, let's say you do have female friends. Hell, let's assume that you even smash one of them, right? You cheat on your girl.
Yeah.
The relationship in general is not going to really be affected. If she's not emotional about it, you're still going to come back to her. She's still going to have the house. If anything, it might strengthen your relationship because you're like, damn, I got a real one. I went and fucked another bitch and I came back and she don't care. I'm not leaving her. So that's the fundamental difference between men and women, because we don't ask for much. So since we don't ask for much, we need to be willing to put our foot down faster, harder, and stronger when they do some fuck shit. But with us, since they require so much of us, right, and we have to be attractive and have to work to get our sexual market value, we don't play by the same set of rules, you know, and I'll land it here. Men live life on hard mode. Women live life on easy mode, recruit fucking difficulty. So therefore, they don't get hard mode benefits.
Okay. But if a guy cheats, right, that may cause trust issues between the girl and the guy, right? And that might not be a good relationship.
Well, okay, very valid question and concern. That's why you tell your girl up front, I'm not going to be monogamous. Now, here's the problem. Most guys can't do that. Most guys get a girl by the skin of their teeth, right? You barely got a date on her, and then you're telling her, yeah, I want to be polygamous. She's going to be like, fuck no. You should be happy I'm even out here. So that's why it's so important to have your shit together as a man. Because I'm telling you guys, every single one of you guys here that are listening, all you young men, if your status is high enough, you make enough money, you're attractive, you're ambitious, and you do what you're supposed to do, women will fucking share you. I promise y'all. They will share you. They'll never admit it, right? But they will share you. And I'll take it a step further. They're wired to fucking share you. They're wired. In their biology, they're wired to share you. Right? Don't believe this feminist propaganda bullshit about, I want monogamy. No, bitch. You are literally designed, okay, to share a higher status guy. It's always been that way. It's in your biology. This is why, like, when men would come in and conquer, right? Why did the French women fuck all the Nazis? I'll tell you why. Because they had the power, and that's attractive to women. And women assimilate based on who the strongest male counterparts are, okay? Since men have the monopoly of force, women must acclimate to whoever has the monopoly of force. And this is a very ugly biological truth about females. So I think if men understand this, you can absolutely navigate it in a way where you could be polygamous, but you do it ethically, you be honest. Now, if you want to be monogamous, because I know a lot of guys here might be Christian or they're religious, fine, be monogamous. But the only thing I ask, or the only tip I'll give you, is you could be monogamous, but you need to have the ability to be polygamous. You need to be able to replace her, because that's the only thing women respect, is a guy that can replace them. So you still have to stay attractive. You still got to go to the gym. Still got to keep making your money, etc. So your girl knows, oh shit, if I fuck up, he can leave me at any time. Keeps her on her best behavior.
All right. Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
No worries, man. How old are you? Okay. All right, man. No worries, brother. All right. Who else got something? You discuss whatever. Either bring back slut shaming, no more aid to Israel. We could talk about racism being awesome. Believe all women is a lie. Yeah, we talk Shannon Sharp, the Me Too bullshit. But anyone can step up. We can talk politics, dating, culture shit, whatever you guys want. Got a lot of onlookers here, man. Damn, why are you guys all scared? Fucking terrified. No, yeah, I guess the women here are misogynists too. They agree with me, bro. They're like, yeah, he's right. Put him back in the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, you see, they're over there, they're nodding. I see him. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's right. Yeah, put him back in the kitchen. I'm tired of working. This shit sucks. Yeah? It's funny because women finally got the equality they wanted, and they're like, damn, this sucks. What the fuck? These dumbass bitches in the 60s fought for this? I'm in a fucking cubicle. Larry from accounting keeps hitting on me. His breath stinks. My fucking Tinder date only had sex with me and left me alone. Damn. And I gotta pay bills. This sucks. So yeah, bro, feminism was a big lie. And it's a person of both. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man, feminism was a big ass lie. See, the girls are laughing. They're like, yeah, he's got it right, bro. This whole feminism thing was a lie. God damn. I just want to go back to a kitchen. And there's nothing wrong with that, ladies. There's nothing wrong with going back to the kitchen, okay? It's actually better for you. Safer, you know. You don't got to worry about anything. The biggest thing you got to worry about is, like, making sure the fridge is closed, right, so the food doesn't spoil. That's really if you're in the kitchen, it's a good time. So, what else? No, everybody's terrified, bro. Holy. Yeah, I guess so. They look like statues on camera? Yeah, because we got a lot of people out here, bro. It's like, what the hell? Well, okay. So, what else? Oh, we can talk about some news real quick. Yeah, so I'll bring this up. So, I don't know if you guys know, but like France, Canada, and the UK are moving to recognize Palestine. Now, I know some people are saying like, oh, yo, this is so awesome, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I think it's important that people know, especially with the UK, the only reason they're looking to recognize Palestine is to kind of reel in Israel's destructive conflict that they got going on in Gaza. And obviously the press has been destroying Israel the past few days with the starvation and everything else like that. So I think England, with the pressure that they're experiencing, they want to, you know, say, look, if Israel doesn't reel back its military campaign, we're going to recognize a Palestinian state. And they know that that's a big deal for Israel. You know, the current prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, he has been doing everything in his power since the 90s to sabotage the Oslo Accords, which was probably the only treaty that could have maybe got us a two-state solution. So that's some big news. And then also the NYC shooter, I don't know if you guys heard about that earlier this week. First they said he was white. Then I looked at the picture and he had this nappy ass hair. I'm like, bro, this is a nigga, bro. So yeah, maybe he said he was white, but I think he's like black and Asian. That's what I think. His last name was Tamura. I think Japanese. But yeah, long story short, some fucking crazy guy walked into a building in Manhattan, you know, started shooting at people. He killed a cop, right? Rest in peace to him. And he went up to like the 31st, 33rd floor and just started shooting. And then he ended up, you know, self-deleting. And he left a note saying, like, fuck the NFL. And he's suffering from CTE. Guy was like a running back or whatever in college or high school. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because two things happened when the shooting first happened. First, they said he was white. Then they said he was a pro-Palestinian supporter or a Muslim. And we find out that it's just some black dude that's mad about CTE, right? So I know the dudes over at the Mossad were fucking punched in the air. They were pissed because they were like, damn, we could have blamed it on a Muslim. We can't do it now. Fuck. So we'll see if there's another false flag. Everybody's still terrified, huh? The mic is open, guys. It's a nice shirt you got there.
Thank you, thank you.
That's nigga bison.
What's your
nigga bison?
Myron, what's your thoughts on race mixing with all the immigration and everybody mixing it up? What's your thoughts on that?
So I personally don't have a problem with race mixing. But I do see why some people dislike it, right? Some people want their kids to look like them. They want to kind of keep it in the family. They want to preserve certain cultures. They don't want to mix and match. So, you know, I think that's fine. I think every race should be able to exercise a level of discrimination when it comes to mating if they want to keep their lineage a certain way, right? And also the other thing I'll say is, like, you know, when black people come up and say, hey, marry a sister, keep it in the family, nobody cares. If Asian says, hey, you marry Chinese man, nobody cares, right? It's only really like if a white dude says like, hey, I want to marry a white girl and keep it white. Oh, that's so racist. So I think every every race, I think, should have the right to be able to say, yo, I want to keep it in the family and not be ostracized for it or lose their job or be called a racist or some other pejorative term.
Do you think immigration is enhancing that or making it worse?
Yeah, it is. It is. Immigration definitely. Oh, yeah, we could have talked about immigration too. I'm all for the mass deportation, by the way. Thank you, DPG, for reminding me about that. Yes, I am for deportation. Send them all back. But yeah, well, yes, immigration absolutely contributes to it. Yeah. And then, this is actually broken in news not too long ago. Gilbert Arenas got arrested, right, for running an illegal gambling ring. He posted a bond and he posted it on the internet like a retard. For those of you that don't know, Gilbert Arenas was an NBA All-Star back in the early 2000s, right? And he got arrested, but what the media didn't really talk about is one of the guys he got arrested with was an Israeli citizen that's a crime guy. And that guy had, I think, either a green card or a U.S. citizen, and he got citizenship. He got it through fraud. He basically married an American citizen, paid 10, 20K, got the documents. Why am I bringing this up? Because with immigration, or illegal immigration, it's created a bunch of nefarious underground industries like marriage fraud or document benefit fraud, right? And this is stuff that a lot of Americans aren't aware of, how illegal immigration, it's not just us getting beat at the border with people coming in. We also have people abusing the system once they're here as well. And that doesn't get enough attention. So our entire immigration system is absolutely compromised. I think we need an immigration moratorium where we don't let anyone in, outside of like extreme emergencies for like 1 to 5 years, and restructure our visa system, restructure our green card system, restructure our asylum claims, because our immigration system is absolutely compromised. It's bad.
Do you think it's a little bit too late because America's super mixed up as it is already with that anymore?
Well, I mean, we can
trying to go back to the white race only or the black race only.
No, I mean,
I don't think we're ever going to really get there because it's too mixed up as it is.
I see what you mean. You're saying like we've come this far. What I look at it like this. Right now we're bleeding, right? We need to put the tourniquet on and stop the bleeding. And stopping the bleeding is by going a lot harder on immigration, right? And slowly kind of trying to stave off the mass immigration. Because my thing is, for anyone here that's pro-immigration, right, that says, Myron, well, this country is a nation of immigrants. I implore you to look at Canada. I want you guys to look at the UK, look at Australia. Look at all these countries that are super woke and bring in a bunch of refugees. They suck. They literally suck.
They're going to move into our leadership, and then we're going to adapt their culture.
There you go. Yeah. Like right now in New York City, Zohran Mamdani, he's a socialist, but he's going to probably win the mayor of New York City.
Yep.
Right. So what people need to understand is that like a lot of the times these people come in, they don't assimilate. And then if they do get positions of power, they use their cultural identity, which is not aligned with the United States a lot of the times, to maybe get some legislation, maybe get some things done. And that is a problem. I know some people might say, well, that's bigoted for you to say that. But the United States was founded in a certain way, and I think it needs to be preserved in that way. Otherwise, it'll go to what these other countries are, which is whatever mass immigration group is the dominant force, we will adhere to their culture, and that's a problem.
I think the biggest thing that we did that was a mistake was taking religion out of schools, because we were founded on a religious premise, and we've lost sense to that.
Yeah,
and
to a degree,
everything's too diverse now. We don't even know what our identity is anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I think if we don't want to end up like the UK or Canada or these other countries, we do have to go hard on immigration for sure. And this is like the first president that's like actually gone hard on immigration, because, which I'll give Trump credit for, he closed down the border and he's actually doing like interior enforcement in the country, which was unheard of before, right? ICE people coming up and arresting people at, work sites. We haven't seen that in decades.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait, anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna step away.
No worries, man. Again, topic, guys, is bring back slut shaming, or no more aid to Israel, or racism is good, or believe all women's a lie. But yeah, really, we get repeal the 19th. Yeah, I don't think they even know. The 19th Amendment is the right for the women to vote, guys. I think we need to take that back. I don't think women should vote. And That's a whole other thing. What's? Oh yeah, chat. Yeah, guys. Feel free to jump in the chat, guys, as we wait for somebody else to jump on because people are terrified. Yeah, we might have to move our spot, bro. We're burned. I said we might have to move our spot for the next one, man. Everyone's terrified, bro. Yes, the girls agree with me. We're making change, chat. We're making change slowly but surely. Soon enough, we will have all the women back in the kitchen. Soon enough. Well, making a small impact here in Miami at least, right? So. And we are live on all platforms, guys. Live on all platforms. Feel free to come up. Change my mind. Women need to be back in the kitchen. Have they got no what? Lag? Okay, guys, give me ones in the chat if we got no lag. Give me ones in the chat, guys, if we got no lag. Give me ones in the chat if we don't have any lag. We should be good, hopefully. On all the platforms. I think Bill just made a adjustment. But I'll tell you guys this, man. The streams are getting smoother and smoother every week. You know? Nobody does this. Nobody sets up a table and live streams debates. They fucking pre-record that shit in Miami. They pre-record that shit, bro. Everybody terrified, man. You know? The only people I know that do it, like Charlie Kirk and Steven Crowder, they don't do it live. Hell no. They fucking pre-record that shit and chop it up. You know? So, yeah. So, yeah, guys, go ahead, jump in. Yeah, go ahead, bro. What's your question or disagreement or whatever?
Well, no, I don't really disagree with anything, but I have some Jewish relatives, and they also have their relatives, which are not related to mine. And
just try to speak a little bit louder, yeah. Go ahead.
And the thing is that sometimes they, especially the older ones, they mention the Holocaust happened. Oh, yeah. And when the when the Colorado attack happened, they say, "Oh no, that's anti-Semitism. It's rising." So the conversations always become tense.
Okay. So what is your question?
My question is how to deal with Jewish relatives. I'm Catholic. Okay, and most of my family are completely white. But
okay, but what's the question again?
How to deal with Jewish relatives that always point out the Holocaust.
How to live with Jewish relatives?
Yeah, that always point with the Holocaust.
All right, let's cut the YouTube stream. Yeah, cut the YouTube stream.
Yeah.
All right, niggas, come on over to Rumble. Come on over to Rumble. Fuck YouTube anyway. Yeah, come on over. Yeah, move everybody over to Rumble. Yeah, Rumble. Yeah, Rumble and locals. Yeah. Okay, we can stay on. I guess X we can stay on too. Yeah, just really the YouTube got. Yeah, so yeah, guys, get off YouTube, go to either Kick or Rumble. Fuck Twitter. Yeah, give us a second. And locals. Okay. So, yeah, honestly, yeah, we've been on for like an hour and a half anyway. So guys, yeah, come on over, guys. So I don't gotta fucking censor myself anymore. It's so annoying.